G'day, this is Simon and James at Southeast Cars and Coffee. We have perfect Southern California weather. Have a look above us, absolutely crazy blue skies. And a really special day today. What have we got, mate?
We have Shmee here with his ZENVO TSR-S, which is absolutely mental. We do also have a few other kind of cool hypercars and supercars, a 6x6 G-Wagon with a plate that is worth as much as the car, a Wyra. It is a mental day here today. What have you seen?
Yeah, we've also got a Packard Club, which is a group of beautiful Packards, a whole lot of crazy stuff. Hey, don't forget, if you're coming to Southeast Cars and Coffee, please remember, respect our rules, no speeding, no revving, no burnouts, and that includes coming to and going from the show and getting on and off the freeways. Mate, let's go for a walk and check some stuff out.
Let's do it. Here we have a ZENVO TSR-S owned by none other than Shmee150 himself. You can see he's checking out, showing off the car to everyone. This is an absolutely ridiculous hypercar, twin supercharged, over 1,200 horsepower. You can see it has beautiful purple carbon all over this car, finished in almost a Viola Pacife-esque purple, really nice yellow accents, and one of the most stunning interiors of any car that we've ever seen. You can see the wing on the back does also move when you angle the wheel. This is a mental hypercar.
So we have a very special guest with us this morning. We have Shmee, who has brought an amazing car. Now, check out the YouTube channel. So how can these guys find you at home?
I watch Shmee150, but we're here with the ZENVO.
Oh, the ZENVO is so cool.
You know, I think it's really fun because at this moment in time, this is the only one of these in the United States.
Is it really?
The only one.
And this car's got some really cool features. When you pulled up, it's got a demo feature. The rear wing, it like pivots from side to side, which I guess if you're following somebody behind and somebody's following you, they'd freak them right out.
It probably would. I actually find it really funny because obviously the wing does this to help give you more downforce when you're cornering. And I'm like, this is a 1,360 horsepower car.
Wow.
If you're foot flat in a corner and you want a higher cornering speed, you're a braver man than I am.
Yeah, I know. It's just, you wonder how much of it's actually physics and how much of it's marketing as well, don't you?
Well, I saw somebody do somebody completely independent did some calculations, and it's about a 2% higher cornering speed.
So that's
scientifically it works.
Yeah, okay. It's like opening the old DRS on an F1 car kind of thing.
It's exactly like that.
So, let's talk about the ZENVO. So, whose power plant are they running in the car?
It's their own engine.
Yeah.
Twin supercharged, 5.8 litre. It's 1177 horsepower on gas, 1360 on E85.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It makes the craziest sounds because obviously twin supercharger setup. You just have everything going on.
Yep.
Power delivery is nuts. It gets scary when you get towards the top end of the rev range. It gets terrifying. But you also just have this constant flame out the back. So
that's awesome.
Burning sound that you're always hearing. Just
that's so cool.
I can't make noise, but it's really, really cool.
Yeah, I mean, I love the car. When these things first came out, the front of it is so different from all the other hypercars and supercars that are out there, and with the headlights that are on it, and it just looks, you're not going to mistake it for something else, which is what I love about the car. Now, you also took delivery of another car as well, a little bit more domestic. Tell us about that.
Yes, so literally a couple of days ago I got my new Mustang.
Yep.
7th gen Mustang S650, the Dark Horse with the handling pack, so 6-speed Tremec manual, which you can't get many of anymore.
No, exactly.
Naturally aspirated V8, which you can't get many of anymore. If you want a combination of a manual and a naturally aspirated V8 in the world right now from major OEMs, you have one car you can buy. The Mustang Dark Horse. Yeah,
it's a good looking car. There's lots of little details on that car as well, the striping and everything else. Yeah. Once again, it stands out, which is really cool.
Do you know what? I think, if I can say myself personally, it's really fun to hop from a 70 grand Mustang to the ZENVO, back to the Mustang. Yeah, we're about to park this back up here. My car's a Ceramic Pro Chicago, just currently getting PPF and getting protected. So we'll pop this back up, fly over there, hop in the Mustang, do a road trip, come back over here. This will be ready for some events again. Like, it's just go, go, go.
Life sucks when it's you, right? That's awesome.
It's busy. It's busy. Like, they're losing my voice and constantly exhausted, but it's good fun, so I can't complain.
Well, mate, it's always fun watching a YouTube channel and seeing what you're doing on social media. Great to have you along. Thank you so much. Thank you for bringing out the special car.
Absolute pleasure. Thanks for having me. Always great fun.
We have a Pagani Wyra all opened up here this morning. You can see finished in a beautiful blue carbon exterior with a flawless plaid interior. You can see there is carbon all throughout this car. You can see the twin turbo V12 here in the back. The massive wing along the back. This is an absolutely beautiful example of the Pagani Wyra.
Your words on someone else. Don't act like you're so obsessed with me. You know that
Here we have a massive lineup of Lamborghini Huracans. You can see we have the two Performantes, and then right here, the Lamborghini Huracan STO finished in Viola Pastafe. A really nice match to the Zenvo that we were checking out just before. This car is the ultimate edition of the Lamborghini Huracan. Rear-wheel drive, 640 horsepower, powered by the 5.2 liter V10, mated to a 7-speed dual clutch. This car is absolutely perfect whether you want to be on the track or the street. This does it all. The show mascot of South OC Cars and Coffee, Winston, is here on top of the Lambo. Yeah. He's claimed it as his own and no one else can take it from him.
Letting my skin glow out. Yeah, taking shit if you don't like this. You still live in your man's world. I'm not gonna spend the night. I'm talking.
One of the coolest 992s that we've ever had, a 992 Turbo S cab with the Aero Pack finish in Ruby style. You can see it's on a set of, I think, HREs. This is an amazing spec. You can see the pink stitching on the interior, the houndstooth inserts. This Aero Pack makes it look so aggressive. What a beautiful car.
Look at the size of this G-Wagon. No, not that. This.
Here we have an absolutely mental G-Wagon, probably the craziest G-Wagon that we've ever had here, but something more crazy is this license plate here. You can see the #1 license plate. Now, I don't know which is worth more, the plate or the car itself. You can see this is the actual 6x6, 6 wheels. What a crazy, crazy G-Wagon.
Once again, beautiful weather has brought out the motorcycles, a ton of them this morning.
We have a brand new sponsor here at South OC Cars and Coffee. We have 100 Exotic Rentals, which is a premier exotic rental agency in Southern California. They brought out two very nice Huracans. They have an LP580 and an Evo rear-wheel drive, both spiders, both perfect for putting the top down and cruising along PCH.
We have one of the local Packard clubs here today, and great to have them along. They reached out to us in advance, asked whether they could come in early and get a spot, and that's the way it works. Look at this engine in here, this straight 8. Really, really cool and really unique. Next to it, a 1954, I think this is, he said. But once again, that same looking motor, that oil-filled air cleaner, just a very different style of other engines. I'm sure they're hugely heavy as well. Next one, another one. They're just beautiful, aren't they? Look at this convertible that's over here. Just a wonderful, wonderful looking car. And then as we roll along a little further, this one, how beautiful is this? Now, interestingly, notice it's gone to a V8 in this particular case. It's got the dual, the boomerang style air cleaner with the dual oil-filled air cleaners on it. Wonderful color scheme on this too, the 3 colors along the side, and then brought that into the interior as well. Notice the interior is the same colors. Very, very clean. Rolling a little further, wonderful looking convertible over here. Really beautiful Austin Healey here. Have a look at this thing, wonderful color. Very dark green, like a British racing green, but almost darker, and then the interior to go with it in contrast. Beautiful sort of dark red as well, and roll cage. Really lovely car. Looks like we're about to see under the hood. Look at that, triple SUs down through there. This is your car, sir? How long have you owned it?
6 years, but it took 3 years to build it.
It's a lovely little car, really, really lovely.
This out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in us. They know we'll burn down tonight. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we're gonna light it up tonight. We're gonna light it up tonight. We're gonna light it up just like the sunrise. We're gonna light it up.
We've got another brand new manufacturer's vehicle here. This is the Grenadier. It looks a lot like a Land Rover Defender. Of course, it's not. The story is the gentleman who wanted to start the company, billionaire, went to Land Rover when they stopped building the Defender, said, hey, we want to buy your tooling. Land Rover said, no, we're not interested. And in return, he basically set it up himself and sort of copied the design. So it's not a bad looking thing. I mean, it's a little different from the Defender, but you know, when you think about how many of the new Broncos are selling out there, you can understand there's a place certainly for these sort of utilitarian style vehicles.
Just like a spark that's breaking out, can't make a stop, can't turn back now. We know that there's no room for doubt. No, we can't turn back now. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night.
This is an Opal, and the thing that makes this unique are these headlights. So when a lot of companies used to do pop-up headlights in this era, Opal did something a little bit different. They have a cable, and abracadabra, they disappear. Thank you for doing that. Great little car, underappreciated, but getting a little bit of a cult following now, which is really cool to see. I love those lights. I hope this microphone is doing this justice. One of my favourite cars that comes to the show. I just wish you could smell as well. Smells like race fuel going on there. Very, very nice. You know, over the years, Cadillac have done many experimental designs, and this is probably one of them. Have a look who designed the body of this thing. Pininfarina, known for, of course, doing all sorts of cool stuff for the likes of Ferrari and Fiat. So Cadillac must have reached out to those guys and said, hey, we want something European in style. This is the Alante. It looks like the roof comes off, so it's a convertible as well as a hard top, but interesting, huh?
Love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want, and I
was just talking to these three guys. Hey guys, we were just talking about the car that affectionately became known as the shoe, or the clown shoe. I think I heard people call it as well, because of this unusual design. Well, couldn't have been that bad, because Ferrari turned around and made an FF that kind of looked the same. And we're just talking about that as well. For me, the design is polarizing. I still look at this and go, I don't know if I like it, because the lines are so different, but there is no denying it's got a cult following. There's not a lot of them out there, and it is cool. It has a cool factor, whether you actually like the industrial design of it or not. It certainly has a huge cool factor. I actually like the wheels as well. This is absolutely beautiful. Have a look at this thing. So hood's not up, but it says Hemi. Look at the RT side vents on this thing and that beautiful red interior, that pistol grip shifter from Hurst. What an amazing, amazing looking car. Love the red stripe on it. Wow, this is beautiful. I bet this is a rare car. Wonderful, wonderful looking thing.
That is it for a very special weekend here at South OC Cars and Coffee. Please remember, if you are coming to our event, remember to respect our rules. No revving, no speeding, and no burnouts. That does include getting on and off the freeway and then driving through the city of San Clemente, and then of course leaving our event as well. I want to say a huge shout out to all of our sponsors. We have the Bracketeer, Wear Marketing, Maguire's, Polestar, PDM Brands, Next Level Auto Protection, Happy Jewelers, Continental Tire, Reviver, Carbontastic, and then welcoming on 100 Exotic Rentals as well, which is a premier rental agency located in Southern California. I want to say a huge thank you to all the volunteers for helping us put on this event each and every week. We could not do it without them. Remember, if you want to become a volunteer, hit us up on Instagram at South OC Cars and Coffee Merch. It's where we handle all the volunteer rostering, and then while you're over there, check out some of the brand new hats, t-shirts, hoodies, everything that we have over there for you guys. If you are volunteering at South OC Cars and Coffee, you get to bring your car in before 8:30, and then Ruby's Diner does also provide a free coffee and donut for everyone helping us out.
Yeah, big thank you to Ruby's for doing that. We really appreciate it. Of course, feeding the masses as well. And to the outlets of San Clemente for allowing us to be here. Remember, if you need to do any shopping, go to the movies, go to a restaurant, come to the outlets, tell them South OC Cars and Coffee sent you. Well, that is it. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe. We'll see you back here next week for another South OC Cars and Coffee.
Thank you, guys.